My father was temporarily barred from his church responsibilities after he chose to recognize federal employees in the same manner the church honors veterans, prompting our family to leave the congregation. The pastor stated that federal workers don't warrant the same respect as nurses or military personnel. I'm sharing this because of a recent event that led to my dad's suspension from his duties at the church, where he served for over a decade. He discussed this with me and my two younger brothers during a family meeting last week, and as a result, we didn't attend church this past Sunday. My parents hold leadership roles in our church, where leaders typically deliver announcements about upcoming events or programs after worship, before the offering is collected and the pastor preaches. Our church is large with 2 services, and the incident occurred during my dad's announcements last week. The announcements follow a routine, updating the congregation on events, then inviting first-time visitors to stand, receive a welcome booklet, and be greeted by the congregation. When someone in a military uniform is present, or a family informs the church that a military relative is visiting, they're asked to stand, often receiving a standing ovation. Last week, no military members were present, but my dad asked federal employees to stand, thanked them for their service to the nation, and reassured them that God is in control no matter how challenging things seem. During our family meeting, he explained that he felt God prompted him to honor federal workers, similar to how the church recognized nurses during the pandemic when in-person services resumed. He also wanted to affirm their value amid recent controversies surrounding the federal government. However, an assistant pastor contacted him during the week, saying he shouldn't have done that. My dad disagreed, pointing out that the senior pastor often encourages leaders to follow the Holy Spirit's guidance, even if it deviates from planned services. For instance, when worship feels particularly powerful, the pastor might extend the music or call for an impromptu altar call. Sometimes, someone speaks in tongues, and a leader provides an interpretation afterward. My dad felt his actions aligned with this principle. He also mentioned that he's been contemplating leaving the church for a while, citing its increasing political tone as a factor. The assistant pastor who informed him of the suspension argued that federal workers don't deserve recognition like nurses or veterans because they can work from home and be unproductive. He even called it disrespectful to veterans and nurses. My dad, however, believes federal workers are unfairly criticized and deserved encouragement. He was suspended from announcements for several weeks, which solidified his belief that it's time to leave. He discussed this with us, considering my brother's friendships at church, wanting them to maintain those connections, similar to keeping friends from different schools. I admire my dad for being transparent with us, and my mom believes the suspension was unjust. Dad is stressed about his role as a deacon and how to resign before his term ends without causing conflict. He's unsure about who to inform or how to proceed. My mom said they'll figure it out together. I don't have much advice on resigning, but I'd love to hear from anyone with experience or suggestions on how he can step down gracefully. Update 1. I'm grateful for the insights shared on my initial post, and I discussed some with— I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.